Hey there, first graders. So for today, I'm just going to show you the Getting Ready for Second Grade Lesson 11 and Lesson 12. We are winding down the school year, so Friday is our last day, and so I don't necessarily expect you all to be completing any more work at this point for the school year or anything like that, but I do want to still post these videos so that if over the summer your parents want you to work on these getting ready for second grade skills, the videos are already there to show the lesson, and you all can just come back to the YouTube channel and watch them anytime that you want to. So today, Chapter 11 is use repeated addition to solve problems. So if you remember yesterday, we started learning about repeated addition. And if you have 4 groups of 2, or I gave the example, if I put 4 cookies at every table in our classroom, that's 4 tables of 4 cookies. So the way that you would explain that is there are 4 cookies at each of the 4 tables. So we would do 4 cookies plus 4 cookies plus 4 cookies plus 4 cookies. If there were only 2 tables and I put 4 cookies, then I would just do 4 plus 4. We are determining how many items are in each group and then how many groups are there. So the groups tell us how many times we're going to repeat the number. So we are going to look at repeated addition in word problems today. So we definitely need to be using our cubes. Circle the numbers, underline the question, box the keywords, evaluate what you need to do to solve, and then solve the problem. So Dinah, the first problem says, or Diana will have 3 friends at her party. She wants to give each. So I told you yesterday, each is a key word because each tells us we have groups. Because if you're having to say, I gave each person or each table or each friend, that's telling you that there are going to be groups. So she wants to give each friend 4 balloons. Okay, how many balloons does Diana need? So this is where you need to draw a picture so that you can actually see what's happening. They already drew a picture for you over here, but if they had not put the balloons here, then you could have drawn her 3 friends, right? She has 3 friends. So take those 3 friends, draw them. See the picture. Picture what's happening. Dinah has 3 friends at her party. She wants to give each of them 4 balloons. So she wants this friend to get 4 balloons, this friend to get 4 balloons, and this friend to get 4 balloons. Okay, so each friend gets 4 balloons. So if I drew this set of balloons, this set of balloons, and this set of balloons for each friend, then it looks like this, right? One group, so this was friend number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 balloons. Group number 2, friend number 2 got 1, 2, 3, 4 balloons. And then group number 3 or friend number 3 got 1, 2, 3, 4 balloons, right? Okay, so what we're doing is we're adding the balloons. So this friend got 4 balloons, plus this friend got 4 balloons, plus this friend got 4 balloons. So our question is, how many balloons does Dinah need? So she needed 4 here, plus 4, which is 8, plus 4 more, 9, 10, 11, 12. So she needed a total of 12 balloons to give all of her friends 4 balloons that were coming. Excuse me. All right, so picture the story in your head and draw a picture to help you solve it, okay? So use cubes, and then when you're in that evaluating stage, draw your picture. So this is giving you space to draw your picture out. So this story says Ted plays with 2 friends. He wants to give each friend 5 cards. How many cards does Ted need? So now I'm going to evaluate. I'm going to try to figure out what I need to do to solve this. So Ted plays with 2 friends. So I'm going to draw his 2 friends here. Okay, there's the 2 friends. He wants to give each friend 5 cards. So he wants, maybe we'll give him this little baggie of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, right? Then this friend is going to get 5 cards. Okay, so if this friend gets 5 cards and this friend gets 5 cards, then that is 5 cards plus 5 cards. And 5 plus 5 equals 10. So Ted is going to need 10 cards to be able to give those to his friends. Okay, so we ended up with 2 groups of 5 cards. 1 group of 5 cards, 2 groups of 5 cards. So 2 groups, and each group gets 5 cards. Okay, let's try another one. Aisha shops with 4 friends. She wants to buy each friend 2 roses. So how many roses does Aisha need? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 friends, right? 4 friends, and she wants to buy each friend 2 roses. So she wants to give this friend a rose, 2 roses rather. This friend gets 2 roses. This friend gets 2 roses. And your pictures don't have to be great, just enough to help your brain process, what am I solving? What am I trying to figure out here? And use that picture to help you solve. Okay, so each friend got 2 roses. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So what that means is I have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? 2, 2, 2, 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2 more is 6, plus 2 more is 8. So she is going to need 8 roses. All right, parents, so my suggestion is flip it over to the back, the reteaching. Work through this page together, and then give your child a chance to see if they can solve some problems on their own. Use cubes, draw a picture, and then maybe tell them try 3, 4, and 5. If they get those right, all right, let's go on to 6, and then you can move to the next page. Okay? So try to slowly move them into doing this independently, but definitely use this reteaching page first to make sure that they are understanding those skills. All right, so the next activity in your packet is going to be a checkpoint, and this checkpoint is going over lesson 11, 10, 9, 8, and 7. So I'm pretty sure these are maybe lessons 6 and 7 through like 10. So we want to make sure, again, this is that checkpoint to make sure your child is understanding the things that they are practicing. let them try front and back on their own. Remind them just what the directions are on each of these, but then let them give it a try on their own, and then anything they miss, go back and work out together. But this is a good way for you to gauge, okay, are they understanding these upcoming second grade skills, or are they kind of struggling with something? And then that's what you can work on over the summer. All right, so the last lesson I'm going to show you today is lesson 12, and this is choosing a non-standard unit to measure length. So non-standard units are things that are not exact inches, centimeters, meters, feet, yards, and all of those things. So instead of measuring a pair of scissors with a ruler, a non-standard unit would be using a paper clip and saying, okay, how long is that scissor? How many paper clips does it take to be the length of those scissors? Or how many pencils does it take? So that's what we started learning in first grade. But for this getting ready for second grade, what they're doing is they're wanting you to choose the better unit of measure. So for smaller items, shorter things, you want to use the paper clip, right? Because the paper clip is smaller. So if I were to try and measure an eraser, at least I could fit a couple of paper clips across there. But if I tried to measure that with a pencil, the pencil is way longer than that eraser. So that's not really an easy way for me to say, oh, it was part of a pencil long, right? So a pencil would be better used if I were measuring a bookshelf or a door, longer things. So we want to choose a paper clip when it is a smaller item, and we're going to use that as our non-standard unit of measure. Or if it is a longer item, we're going to use a pencil. So if you do not have these objects around your home, then like this is a chalkboard. And at school, if we had, I would just we would just measure the whiteboard, even though we don't have a chalkboard. But if you don't have that at home, maybe cross that out, or like right over to the side TV and measure your TV instead across. So it's showing you what to measure, not up and down how tall it is, but how long it is. So you could measure your TV, then a pair of scissors, then the height of a bookshelf, then the length of a crayon. So what you're going to do is for each object, you're going to decide, do I need to use a paper clip or a pencil to measure? And then about how many did it take? So I'm going to move the camera. Maybe it might die on me. So we are going to measure the TV. And I'll turn the TV off so it's not distracting. Okay, so we are going to measure, if you all can see. Okay, so I will okay, you should be able to see that. Okay, so we are measuring how long the TV is. So I picked the pencil because this is a bigger item and I don't want to have to take a ton of paper clips. So I'm going to take my pencil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it didn't take the whole pencil on the 6th one, but enough of it that, if you can see it, there was only about an inch left at the end. So I could say it was about 6 pencils, okay? So here we go. Please ignore all the crazy mess. So here I'm gonna choose, I used a pencil and about 6 pencils, okay? So the next thing is a pair of scissors. So I have a little pair of scissors here. So this isn't as big, the pencil is bigger than it, so that's not a good option. So I'm gonna choose paper clip. And so I am going to lay this there, and I am going to line up some paper clips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pretty close to 6. So again, 6, but not 6 pencils, 6 paper clips. And this might, the camera might die. So if it does, then I think you've got the idea. So bookshelf, you would do pencil. Crayon, you could do the paper clip. Okay, so you're going to do that through this whole unit. Just use non-standard units to measure, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know.